Now, everyone talks about, new year, new me and fitness. I'm going to get into the best shape of my life. And believe it or not, it's all very well and it's all very motivational. But if you don't actually put it into plan, if you don't actually put it into action, everything that you wrote down is kind of pointless. Hi guys, it's Arsh Ellahi, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the things that you should be doing and the planning and the preparation that you should be doing now for the forthcoming year. Before we do that, I need a small favor from you. If you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button and also hitting the notification bell. Every time I release a new video, you get to get notified on it. So before we go any further, give yourselves a pat on the back, because we've made it to the end of the year. We made it to the end of 2021, and what a year it's been. There's been lots of peaks, there's been lots of troughs, and we've had to kind of dodge and survive the year. Every time that we think that something's happening, we then get new notification of a new variant, and it's just very, very confusing. Don't know about you, but I've kind of switched off to it. That may sound a bit ignorant but I've just decided that I just need to do what I need to keep doing. So moving into the new year, what does this look like? Now, I'm spending the next 3 weeks, so as this video is being released, I'm spending between now and the new year looking at what the new year is going to look like. So I've done this in terms of what does it look like from a business point of view? What does this look like from a personal point of view? What does this look like from a fitness and, believe it or not, from a health and mindset kind of point of view? Because especially over the last 2 years, it's fair to say that everyone's well-being has taken a bit of a beating. So we've got to try and retrain ourselves and get ourselves back into that positive mental attitude. So the PMA, as they call it. So moving on from a business point of view. So from a property side, over the last couple of weeks, I talked about planning and in terms of how you can save costs. And if you haven't, go and watch that video. I think I'm going to try and put the link there. Hopefully that works. But more importantly, from a business point of view, have a think, have a time for reflection. What have you done this year? What went well? What did not go so well? So for argument's sake, I'm going to give you a few examples that if you're looking to try, let's say, rent to rent, or you want to build your portfolio, how many units did you add onto your portfolio this year? What was the hindrance? What was the blocking point? What was the blockage that stopped you from building further? Was it funds? Was it deals? Not the lack of deals, the lack of funds. What was it? And try and figure out what it is that you need to do to move that forward. Now, once you've kind of wrote that down, and it's always best to write these down. As great as I am with technology, I still am a big fan. I'm just seeing if I can share some notes. Here's some of my notes, the things that I like to write down. So every day I create a daily task. So for next year, things that I've got in plan. So for argument's sake, I'm going to say that I'm going to start to continue building on the property investor app. Now, what does building mean like? Does that mean like in technology? Does that mean in contacts? Does that include properties? And if it's properties, how am I going to reach more properties? How am I going to reach more vendors? From a marketing point of view, does that mean that I'm going to put more letters out? Does it mean that I'm going to put more leaflets out? Does it mean that I'm going to start to do more networking with agents? Am I going to change my message according to the vendors? Because I'm going to have a look at my marketing tactic that I employed for this year and see how effective that was. If it's not effective, can I change it slightly for 2022? And I'll be able to assess the results of it as we go through the process. Don't wait so long to assess the outcome of a marketing campaign, because you could be spending money and not hitting the people that you actually want to reach. So therefore, at the end of every month, see how many leads have you got in from it. So as we talk about planning, we're going to also be talking about, the business in general. We're going to look at it from a cash flow point of view. We're going to look at it from a voids point of view. How many voids did we have this year? How much rent did we collect this year? How did that compare to last year? Have we got more voids? Have we got more maintenance that we need to do? As a portfolio, I'm looking at it from a point of view, what properties need maintenance? How much do we allocate for that? What other projects have we got in the pipeline? When do they come into play? How many have we got through planning? And these are the things that I'm going to be planning and sitting down and actually creating out almost like a timeline as to what 2022 will have in store for you. Now, you can do this whether you're in your personal life. So again, you could have a look at it from a fitness point of view. I know for a fact that I've not hit my fitness goals for 2021. Yes, I ticked off a couple of things. So I completed the Ironman in this year. I did it in Hamburg in August 2021. Mentally scarred me, that did, as you can tell from the way that I said the date. But I need to now start thinking that since Hamburg, I've not actually done anything with my fitness. So I kind of did Hamburg, went on a hike, completely fell off a cliff. So I need to kind of get back on that. And And I've kind of figured out in my own mind that I'm the kind of person that needs an event to train for. So as much as I hate events, I actually need them to spur me on to get back to my fitness level. So I'm going to start to book myself in for more events. So again, planning, having a look at which events are coming up. Which events do I enjoy? Do I enjoy running? Do I enjoy cycling? Do I enjoy swimming? And off the back of that, seeing which events I enjoy, when they are in the year, and how far ahead, so I can start planning my fitness. So as a result of that, now everyone talks about, new year, new me and fitness. I'm going to get into the best shape of my life. And believe it or not, it's all very well and it's all very motivational. But if you don't actually put it into plan, if you don't actually put it into action, everything that you wrote down is kind of pointless. So that's why I said, write it down, put a little tick next to it, create a timeline for it. So say, I'm going to start going to the gym twice a week. And don't, whatever you do, whatever you create for your plan, whether it be in business or personal, don't over plan. The reason why I say that is because it's better to do something on a small scale than do nothing on a big scale. And because I know lots of people that are going to say, I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. Reality is that will probably happen the first 2 weeks of the year. And after that, what happens is that in actual fact, the crash and burn, and it just doesn't happen. So I'd rather you say, I'll tell you what, I'm going to work out once a week. Now, if you enjoy that once a week, hopefully that will then spur you on to do twice a week. And then you go from there. So the same goes with marketing for property. So if you're looking to approach agents, don't say that you're going to make 20 or 30 calls that week, because again, that's a really big commitment that not many people can commit to. And this may be because you're already in another job. It may be that you're pretty much time constrained, and you may actually get demotivated by some of the agents saying, I don't want to hear from you, or I'm not interested in what you're proposing. So again, I'm being just really serious and probably just perhaps realistic as to the outcomes. I'd rather say that this week I'm going to contact 3 agents. I'm going to contact them Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And then off the back of that, I'm going to appraise how did it go? What went well? What didn't go so well? What did they take to? What did they not take to? And off the back of that, then you start looking at your plan. Okay, so, and then this is where you almost like start creating, I don't like using the word script, but I would say the points that direct you in the ways of getting a positive outcome. So if the agent didn't like the fact that you're after repossession and stuff, you cut out the word repossession. If they didn't like the fact that you're going to offer them cash offer in 7 days because they don't believe you, cut it out from your conversation. And as a result, almost like the best way of putting it is to create your own craft and the way that you present yourself. And the reason why you do that is because not everyone's script or not everyone's craft is going to be exactly the same. Some people are a little bit more softer. Some people are a little bit more aggressive. Some people are a little bit more harsher. People say that I'm quite an aggressive negotiator, because when I go in, I say, okay, this is the price that you want, this is the price that I want to pay, and this is what we're going to do. And that kind of works well for me because that's kind of suits my personality, but it doesn't sometimes suit everyone else. So again, something for you to take into consideration. Planning is key. And as they say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So take every part of your life and put it down on paper and understand what is going well, what needs improvement, but more importantly, how can you get to your desired outcome? More importantly, what is it that your goal is? You have to write down the goal. Whether that goal is that you want to get another 10 properties that year, whether you want to get another 5 properties, even if you want to get another 1 property that year, you have to write that goal. You have to visualize yourself getting to that goal. And then off the back of that, let's see you smash 2022. So there we have it, guys. Just a short video. Hopefully that's motivated you to get off your backside and start planning so that 2022 is going to be your best year yet. As always, if you want more free content, feel free to go and check out my podcast. We release a podcast every Tuesday at 6 a.m. It's called The Property Rebel. You can find it on Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, just to name a few. As well as that, we release, as you know, new YouTube videos every Thursday at 4 p.m. Finally, you can connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and Clubhouse. And if you haven't already done so, go and check out the Property Investor app. It's the UK's first property investment platform which showcases all kinds of deals all over the UK. Whether you're looking for below market value deals, rent-to-rent deals, lease option deals, service accommodation deals, and all kinds of deals, we've got them all on there. Go and check it out. So you can either go to our website, which is propertyinvestorapp.co.uk, or if you've got a smartphone, go to the App Store and type in Property Investor, and it takes you 2 minutes to download and register. On that note, guys, as always, keep pushing on. A couple of weeks left. Let's finish 2021 on a high and start 2022 with a bang. I wish you all the very best, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.